I am very disappointed in you guys. And as your punishment, I'm only going to be doing one prize this video. And I'm going to tell you what you did. You left behind 25 Amazon dollars in the last video. Nobody found it. Okay, so that's why your punishment is only one today. So, do me a favor, go back to the last video I made and poke around. Look for the $25 Amazon code that I left there that no one claimed. Come back here, leave in the comments if it was you, so other people know not to go looking, and then we continue with the video, okay? Yes, that was clickbait. Let's continue with the agenda. Number 3, Little Tokyo Trivia. This is going to be for Suto Ramune. Your name reminded me of Little Tokyo, where I take visits with the family. Good times, good memories. So I figured we would do a Little Tokyo Trivia in your honor. So here we go. Dennis Lee is an amalgamation of 2 actors. The actors each played a lead role in 2 movies that I enjoyed watching as a kid. What are the 2 actors and what are the 2 movies that each of them starred in? You need both of the actors' names and both of the movies. I'll give you $40 for this one because it's a little bit of work. You know, like $10 for each piece of information, $10 per actor, $10 per movie. But again, you got to have all 4 pieces. Each actor, each movie, okay? So there's your Suto Ramune's Little Tokyo Trivia. All right, and then we have the history of surströmming for Scooter. We've got my music playlist for Gabe, and a cool medical fact, maybe, for the nurse, if we actually are able to find one. I literally don't have one set up yet. We're going to poke around and find one on our way, and then other stuff if there's time. So let's get cracking right away with the history of surströmming. Surströmming, which translates to sour fish, is produced using Baltic Sea herring caught in their prime, that is just before spawning during the spring, and is fermented in traditional methods, usually for a minimum of 6 months. It has developed a reputation as a legendary food for enthusiasts, partly due to the way it smells when the can is first opened. But just how did a dish of fermented Baltic Sea herring come to be in the first place? The history of surströmming is fascinating. Just how long Swedish people have been eating surströmming is unclear, but there are records of the fermented Baltic Sea herring being consumed from the 16th century, although it is very possible its history stretches back even further. It is not the only fermented dish that remains today. There are similar delicacies in Korea, known as Hongho, and Japan in the form of kusaya. Forgive me if I murdered those names, but it is perhaps the most famous with its characteristic and legendary odor. However, the question most people probably ask is not when people started eating surströmming, but how. Fermented fish has long been a staple across Europe. The oldest archaeological proof of such dishes was found in southern Sweden and is 9,200 years old. However, that was not surströmming, although there are many stories surrounding the way the dish came to be, notably a tale of fishermen whose catch of herring started to rot after they ran out of salt, so they put it in barrels and sold the lot at a Finnish port. Returning to the port the next year, they found the locals loved the fish and wanted more, so they decided to try it themselves. They enjoyed it too, and surströmming was born. Legends aside, the history of surströmming seems to begin during a time when brine was very expensive, and the weak brine used in the fermenting process could have been a way to cut costs for preservation that led to this dish. At the time, storing the fish in wooden barrels would have been normal practice, of course, with families making a batch of the delicacy and eating it over time. Canning only appeared in the 19th century, and it is at this point that surströmming became a commercial product. As a delicacy, the traditional way to eat surströmming for Swedes has been with a thin bread known as tunbröd, using 2 slices to create a sandwich. In addition to the fish, these sandwiches often contain sliced potatoes and onions. Well, that sounds good. These are commonly known as surströmming sklama and remain popular in northern Sweden, where the dish originates from. Modern surströmming really hasn't changed. The process may be done in commercial volumes today, but the use of strong brine for a day and then a long time in weak brine remains. Of course, the canning process has allowed surströmming to be stored and transported much further afield than ever before, allowing an increasing number of people all around the world to sample and enjoy the most famous of Swedish delicacies. The history of surströmming is definitely interesting, and opening a can today really is reliving that history. Scooter, why did you give me this? There's nothing about it that is vile. Are you trying to get people to eat surströmming? Is that what you're trying to do? Because this is from surströmming.com, and they painted it in a much less projectile vomitous fashion than I've seen on YouTube. So there was the history of surströmming for Scoots. Let's go. What else is on the agenda? Dude, how cool is it to actually have an agenda I get to fall back on? Okay, we did the little Tokyo trivia. We did the history of surströmming. My music playlist for Mr. Gabe. Gabe with the flattering comments as well as the cool questions, the what's in my playlist. I think you were talking about my music playlist, right? So it changes over time. You guys know I like music a whole lot. Been playing guitar since I was 10, been criticizing music since earlier than that because I'm an asshole. This is just a short playlist that I have on YouTube. I actually use this while I jump on the trampoline. Look, I'll say it, guys, my main cardio for the last few months has actually been jumping on the fucking trampoline in the backyard. Okay, hey, don't knock it. It works. 120 beats or more only, or you're gonna ruin the vibe. If you're trying to keep things going, we gotta have things 120 beats a minute. So these songs should all have over 120, starting with Party Rock Anthem, LMFAO. Really long intro though, which isn't musical, so I oftentimes wind up skipping this one and going straight to Daft Punk, harder, better, faster, stronger. Sorry. I have good memories of this song actually driving back from Universal City Walk, Universal Studios with Jake. I was getting over a bad breakup. And I remember I hung out in City Walk with Jake, really took my mind off of it. And I remember driving back from it, listening to that song, just like rocking out. Remember, I had my head out the window. I think I was even headbanging. Such a good song. I love it. David Guetta featuring Akon, Sexy. Well, it says Sexy Chick. It's actually Sexy Bitch. But yeah, I really like this song. I like you know what? I like Akon. Akon's got a cool way of putting what I would consider to be not necessarily unconventional melodies, but he has a very unique melodic style over relatively, I don't want to call them mundane chords or chord changes, but very simple changes. And I think that is showcased in this song. I'm saying it's a dance song. It's borderline EDM, and I'm approaching it like some sort of weird theorist. But I'm just saying I really do like this song, just like I like the next one, Albatross, whatever, by Aaron Chupa. It's a jam. I actually heard it the first time from my niece's Just Dance PlayStation, Wii U, whatever it was. And I heard it. And first, you're angry because they're not pronouncing albatross correctly. And then you're like, I don't care. I'm rocking out to it because it's just got the best. What is the tone that he's using for the dude, the bass that he's got? It's such a deep kick. He's good. I like this guy. Anyway, Power Glove, Clockwork. Okay, Power Glove, instrumental group, and they do video game covers, and they do them exceptionally fucking well. Clockwork is my all-time favorite. Tom turned me on to them. I heard this song when I think I was playing Isaac once, and I hear it in the background. I was like, who is shredding their ass off and hitting every note with dead accuracy? Don't know who the guitarist was that did the work in Power Glove, Clockwork, but I should say just Clockwork. And Clockwork, again, from, I think it was Castlevania Symphony of the Night, or am I mixing it up? What is Clockwork from? Castlevania, not sure. Tell you what, $20, boom. You guys tell me what game Clockwork is from. The song, I'll give you $20 to Amazon, 25. Flow Rider, Right Round. I don't know, what can I say? There's not much I can say. It's Flow Rider's a classic, come on, at this point. Dead Mouse, Animal Rights. My nephew actually sent me a song. What was it? Was it Justice? It was someone. And then after that song that he sent me on Spotify, this song randomly came up, and I've been a Dead Mouse fan ever since. Animal Rights has this, the breakdown, the hook, whatever you want to call it, is just so filthy. That's the best way I can put it. And the build, Dead Mouse changed the way I look at compositions, starting from just the most rudimentary shit. A single note, a single beat, and you can even take your time. You don't even have to make another note for another 10 seconds if you want to. You just take all your time. But by the end of that song, 5, 6, 10 minutes, however long, oh my God, just every possible sound is happening, and they're all happening at the same time, and they all make sense. Dead Mouse is the shit, dude. Skrillex, also the next guy on the list. Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites. My buddy from Aerospace actually turned me on to this, and it's just so well put together. Very melodic. The actual melody right off the bat, you'll hear it when you turn on this song, Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites. And I think that's why the song is so popular. Obviously, if you listen to it, it's got the crazy dubstep, hard, bassy, hits you right in the chest with the drops, and like, it has all that. But in the high, it'll have the high-end snares and stuff. It's a jam, but there's melody. It's why it's popular. I'm certain of it. Then you have Polyphia. I've got 2 back-to-back Polyphias in here playing God and Goat. I mean, come on. The whole playlist would be Polyphia if I didn't like mix it up. But these and Tool, by the way, the last one, Fear Inoculum, coincidentally, I don't think actually meet my 120 beats per minute rule. Either way, that was my playlist for grocery shopping and trampolining for right now. So hope you enjoyed that. What else is on the agenda? A cool medical fact, maybe. Okay. All right, let's go. Cool medical facts. Okay. Purple.com. Let's see what we have. 5 facts about our organs. These 35 fascinating health and body facts will surprise you. Every time I hear that, what do you guys think? It may shock you, or the size will surprise you. What am I thinking of? That Batman thing. What is the line? The size would surprise you. Anyway, these 35 fascinating health and body facts will surprise you. Written by Purple Staff. Last updated March 1st, 2022. A 7-minute read. Okay, let's see how far we actually get. Oh, and by the way, before I even continue with the facts, Tom was upset with me last time when I was talking about that really cool fact that he gave, how a ton of the food that we take in is actually digested, excreted by the lungs, or largely in part by the lungs, and as water in urine. But I never addressed, I guess, the fact that the undigested fiber comes out as poop as well. So Tom wanted me to make sure you guys remembered that fiber comes out in your poop. Yeah, at least I think that's what he was trying to tell me to do. If I didn't communicate what he was trying to tell me effectively, that probably only made it worse. I'm sorry, dude. Okay. Fascinating facts. Let's go. The human body is an endlessly fascinating and complicated machine, so much so that we're discovering new and exciting things about what makes us tick every day. If you're curious to learn more about the weird and wonderful world of the entire body, or if you simply can't get enough of just how awesome our bodies are, we've got 35 health and body facts for you. All right. 5 fascinating health facts. Here we go. 1. Got allergies? Your sensitivity to certain allergens may be connected to your birth weight. What? Here we go. Come on. A 2019 meta-analysis found that for each kilogram increase in birth weight, infants had a 44% increased risk of childhood food allergies. Huh. Okay, so the more chubby, the more at risk of allergies. Interesting. Okay. 2. In the U.S., 2 out of 3 people do not have perfect vision. 2020. 2 out of 3 people do not have perfect vision. 2020. Okay. Age-related eye diseases are among the leading causes of blindness and low vision. All right. Number 3. More germs are transferred by shaking hands than kissing. Our hands come into contact with millions of germs and bacteria each day. That's why I greet people and say goodbye with kissing, actually. Only deep, deep kisses. 3. More germs are transferred by shaking hands. I just read that one. 4. Lack of sleep can kill someone sooner than starvation. That is fucking bananas. I didn't know that. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Do you understand, people? Do you understand why I'm doing this channel now? It is so important. Chronic sleep deprivation is linked to a higher risk for cardiovascular disease, insulin resistance, obesity, and a host of other life-threatening conditions. But how much sleep do you actually need? It depends on your age. Newborns need a whopping 14 to 17 hours of sleep a day, while older adults need 7 to 8. I'm going to encounter with I need as much as I need, and I will sleep the same as an infant if I need to, especially after a crazy weekend. You know what I'm talking about, dude. 5, stress can make it harder to fall asleep. Yeah. Dude, I love these facts, huh? This is like all about us. The relationship between stress and sleep is clear. When you're stressed, your body releases cortisol, which initiates your body's fight or flight response and keeps you alert. And sleep problems aren't just bad for your individual health, they have a ripple effect on society as well. Sleep that is said to cost the U.S. an estimated $66 billion per year. Crazy. All right, let's keep going. I like this, huh? The nurse. You like it? 15 facts about the human body. 6. You don't actually breathe through both nostrils at the same time. What? According to research published in the Mayo Clinic proceedings, humans inhale and exhale through one nostril at a time. I'm not even going to click it. I'm just going to want to believe you. 7. 10% of your body mass is made up of your blood. That's not really that fascinating. I would assume more. 10%? The average adult human blood supply clocks in around 10 pints, or roughly 5 liters. As such, your body has enough iron in it to make a 3-inch long nail. 3-inch long? Okay. 8. The average adult human has 206 bones. Over half of human bones can be found in the upper and lower extremities. I'm sorry. They messing with us? Over half of human bones can be found in the upper and lower extremities. I'm going to do you one better. All of human bones can be found in the upper and lower extremities. Are we talking about upper and lower halves or just the extremes? I don't know what we're talking about. It's too late for this shit. 9. Veins, which carry bloods to the heart, have one-way valves that ensure blood flows in only one direction. Cool. Arteries, which carry blood away from the heart, don't need valves because blood pressure from the heart is strong enough to make blood flow in one direction. Okay, we're getting more obscure now, but I do like it. 10. In the average human adult body, there are at least 67 different species of bacteria residing in the belly button alone. The human body is teeming with microbes. Our skin is even said to have its own thriving ecosystem. 11. Most people shed up to 22 kilograms of skin in their lifetimes. You naturally shed dead skin cells every day, but you can also speed up the process when you wash your body with soap or exfoliate your skin. Okay. 12. Your body produces enough heat in 30 minutes to boil half a gallon of water. I'm going to read that again. There's no way. Your body produces enough heat in 30 minutes to boil half a gallon of water. Okay, I don't know if I care enough about that metric, actually, now that I read it on second thought. Though the average body temperature is 98.6 degrees, humans can expend roughly 350,000 joules of energy per hour, the same amount of energy that a 100-watt bulb. Okay, but that doesn't really, equate to anything usable. 13. Humans have 46 chromosomes. You realize that? Okay, I'm just going to poke through and start, looking for good ones. Okay, 14, a quarter of human bones are found in the feet. Okay, 15, humans are the only animals that cry when emotional. I'm calling bullshit. Other animals may shed tears, but they don't do so out of sadness. And all of a sudden, everything we read is bullshit, right? I just don't buy it. Identical twins have an identical smell. Are they trolling us? Humans share 60% of their DNA with bananas. Okay. Am I having a stroke? What the fuck is happening right now? Humans share 60% of their DNA with bananas. It's common knowledge that humans share 96% of their DNA with chimpanzees. But did you know we're also closely genetically related to bananas and slugs, sharing up to 70% of DNA? The human heart delivers blood vessels to the body through a superhighway of blood vessels. I know, we already know that. Most people produce enough saliva in their lifetimes to fill 2 swimming pools. Okay. All right, let's go. The final 15. Let's speed round this shit. In most people, the left lung is 10% smaller than the right. The human brain operates on 12 to 15 watts of power. Human noses can remember 50,000 different scents. Our brains don't feel pain. The tongue is the strongest muscle in the entire body. Your fluid levels can drop by 2 to 3% of your body weight before you even notice that you're thirsty. 20% of your fluids are gained through water-rich foods. You don't actually need 8 glasses of water a day. Okay, I'm actually going to read the subtext on this one. How much water you need to drink in a day depends on 3 factors: body weight, environmental temperature, and how physically active you are. Okay, you can actually overdose on water. Let's read about this. Hyponatremia is a life-threatening condition that causes the body's cells to swell. It happens when you overhydrate and your sodium levels dip dangerously low. However, this is a rare occurrence and is more likely to happen in people with underlying medical conditions such as kidney failure, liver dysfunction, and chronic diarrhea. Sounds like I'm reading a medicine commercial. Drinking coffee won't dehydrate you. Yes, coffee is a diuretic, but it still has enough water content to sufficiently hydrate you. If you're a coffee drinker, make sure to get regular exercise as well. All right, here we go, wrapping up with health and fitness facts. 31. Exercise boosts brain performance. Fuck yeah. Cardiovascular exercise prompts the creation of new brain cells. I didn't know that. Cardiovascular exercise prompts the creation of new brain cells. Okay, I'm going to go run. Regular exercise helps you sleep better. Moderate aerobic exercise is said to increase the amount of slow wave sleep or rejuvenating deep sleep. Okay, exercise is great for the skin too. Your skin needs antioxidants to repair cell damage done by free radicals. Regular moderate exercise can signal your body to produce more natural antioxidants that protect your skin cells. Chronic pain sufferers can benefit from regular exercise as well. Not only can exercise relieve chronic pain, but it can also raise one's pain tolerance and lower their pain perception. Whoa, 35. Oh, what a cool thing to end on. 35. Music is proven to improve workout performance. It doesn't just make you feel good. Listening to music while working out can improve your performance by 15%. And so if I have to think back to the songs, like what I would listen to, Like right now, if I had to like reshuffle those, I would probably listen to Sexy Bitch first. Sexy Bitch is a good song. You gotta go back and listen to that song if you guys haven't heard that shit. I like Sexy Bitch, and then I would put on Animal Rights probably, and then I would do Albatross probably. I think those are the three. And then I maybe do Clockwork, but then I would probably just sit and play guitar. Actually, I'm gonna go do that right now. Sorry, was that loud? Okay, I am going to play now. So, I will say good night to you. Actually, what was that? I want to actually end on the sleep fact that we just read about. What was a sleep thing? Regular exercise helps you sleep better. Regular exercise helps you sleep better. Moderate aerobic exercise is said to increase the amount of slow wave sleep or rejuvenating sleep. Okay. Very good. Well then.